Welcome to SVG-TV News for Thursday, October 16, 2025. I am Rochelle Batiste with the details. Agricultural workers, farmers, community organizations and students gathered at the North Union playing field today to observe World Food Day and participate in an accompanying Agro Expo. The event brought together a wide cross-section of stakeholders involved in agriculture and food security across St. Vincent and the Grenadines, showcasing various projects, innovations and educational initiatives aimed at promoting sustainable agriculture and ending hunger. Among the participating organizations was the Zero Hunger Trust Fund, which mounted a display highlighting its ongoing projects in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Representative for the organization, Shafiq Sam, noted that a key focus of the Trust Fund is empowering young people to take advantage of the programs designed to combat hunger in SVG.
So we're essentially facilitating future agro-innovators, because in the pursuit of food security, food sovereignty and sustainable livelihoods and ending hunger, we have to look at the youth. Because the youth are the future. And furthermore, in the case of innovation, young people are far more innovative. So what we're doing is facilitating the interaction, exchange of young innovative ideas and concepts, and find a way to just expose young persons to these things. So we've invited a number of schools not only to be here but also to display their different projects. So we have a project dealing with vertical agriculture and hydroponics done by the Girls High School. We have some other agricultural implements with the water tank just here for display, and then we also have some different displays of different forms of poultry, right, that are also here.
Sam added that the team was pleased to interact with so many students during today's activities, many of whom expressed interest in agriculture and food production.
The response has been really good. First thing first, kids love animals, as you see, so there's that. Passion is super important, and you can see me small and everybody is passionate about agriculture, and the novelty of the vertical garden is also very, very, very good, and the actual kids who present on their things are also really passionate. So I think between the passion and the novelty and the fact that we realize that food security is really important has led to persons really flocking to the booth because it's really timely.
And Minister of Agriculture, Saboto Caesar, has underscored the critical role of farmers in ensuring food and nutrition security in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Speaking at the official opening of the World Food Day Agri Expo at the North Union playing field, Minister Caesar highlighted the resilience of the agricultural sector in the face of recent challenges. The event was held in Caesar's constituency and drew participation from farmers, students, agricultural-based organizations, and international partners. Minister Caesar noted that despite setbacks such as Hurricane Beryl, SVG's agriculture sector has rebounded and continues to play a vital role in national development.
That we must have food and nutrition security in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Food must always be available, food must be affordable, and food must be accessible. And today, as we celebrate World Food Day 2025, we are celebrating the hard work of our farmers who wake up in the morning, sometimes before 4 in the morning, who will journey up the hills, across the valleys of this country, to plant, to take care of their crops, and also to harvest, so that we can have food in our local markets, exported to the region and also extra-regionally.
As part of today's event, the newly formed agricultural company took the opportunity to begin registering farmers for future support services. The minister announced that the company is expected to become fully operational in 2026 and will play a key role in strengthening the local agricultural infrastructure.
Today, we celebrate World Food Day, and as a nation, we are also celebrating the registration of the Eastern Caribbean Food Traders Limited. As we move from the period of the height of the banana industry, and we establish a diversification program in this country that is benefiting our farmers under this administration, We are at a stage where we are repairing the buying depots throughout our country.
Minister Caesar also renewed his call for greater youth involvement in agriculture, stressing that young people are the ones who will drive the sector forward. In his address, Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves emphasized the importance of small-scale farming and innovation in light of the challenges that have affected traditional crops like bananas and arrowroot.
Agriculture, which we have had to do, is to have different types of agriculture, particularly on a small scale. That's why we had to use the greenhouses technology. We had to go in fruits and vegetables. We have to go in ground provisions. We had to go in spices. We had to go in medical cannabis. Because remember this, the root crop and the sugar were largely plantation crops. They are the ones who are the factories, except for that Andrade Cooperative Factory for Small Farmers in Park Hill.
Also addressing the gathering was Dr. Colleen Phillips, representative of the Food and Agriculture Organization, the FAO, who emphasized the importance of inclusion in achieving food security, emphasizing that everyone must have a seat at the table.
We can do plenty by ourselves, but we can do much, much more when we do things together. After all, even a fisherman needs a boat builder, yeah? The farmers need a good market woman. Parliamentarians and technocrats, yes. You set the rules of the game. Policies, programs, investments. It's what we give farmers and fishers, for a fair chance. But let us be honest. No policy ever watered a tomato plant. What matters is that these decisions are made with the people, for the people, and that everyone, woman, youth, the indigenous voice, the child, everybody must have a seat at the table.
This year, the FAO is also celebrating its 80th anniversary under the global theme, Hand in Hand for Better Food and a Better Future. In commemoration of World Food Day 2025, several schools across St. Vincent and the Grenadines hosted food exhibitions and educational activities to raise awareness about food security and promote traditional cooking methods. At the Ovia Government School, students participated in the school's first ever cook-off competition, which brought together various classes in a fun and educational culinary challenge. The event encouraged students to prepare local dishes using traditional cooking tools and techniques. Teacher Natasha Nero expressed her pride in the success of the event, noting the enthusiasm and teamwork shown by the students. Nero said she's extremely proud of what they accomplished with the inaugural cook-off competition, pointing out that it was a great way for the students to learn about food, culture, and cooperation. The competition was won by the grade 5 class, who impressed the judges with their preparation of oil dung, a beloved traditional dish. And as part of the World Food Day 2025 celebrations, the Fancy Government School hosted a vibrant Creole Day event showcasing local food, culture, and the power of teamwork. The school came alive with color and the rich aromas of traditional dishes. Students and teachers worked together to prepare and present a variety of Vincentian and Creole-inspired meals.
Hand in hand for a better food and a better future.
At Fancy Government School, we believe in nurturing our children's understanding of food, culture, and community. This year, as we join the rest of the world in celebrating World Food Day under the theme Hand in Hand for Better Food and a Better Future, our school community came together for a vibrant Creole Day celebration. Parents, guardians, and community members worked side by side with our students, preparing traditional dishes using village-grown and natural ingredients. From peeling ground provisions to cooking on the fireside, the experience reminded us of the importance of teamwork, culture, and healthy eating. Children watched, learned, and participated in bringing local flavors to life, from dukuna and sweet potato pudding to cassava porridge, flower pop, and fungi. At the Fancy Government School, we are proud to keep our traditions alive while teaching our children to make healthy food choices for a better future.
We hear that Opposition Member of Parliament for West Kingstown, Daniel Cummins, has reiterated his long-standing belief that public funds should be directly used to improve the lives of ordinary Vincentians. Speaking during a village meeting held in his constituency on Tuesday night, Cummins addressed several community development issues, including infrastructure, waste management, and public safety. Cummins stressed that residents should not have to plead for safe and sustainable communities, noting that their contributions through taxes entitled them to basic services and improvements.
My friends, people must not have to beg for basic amenities. A government is supposed to use the taxes that we pay to serve the people, not to serve the damn self. Everything that these wicked bunch of people do is about cementing themselves in power. But they don't ever care about whether the money is spent so that you could benefit. What matters to them is that their friends who do the contract will get something and they will get a kickback from that so they could buy a bigger boat and a bigger boat and boast. Enough of that. Enough of that! Enough of that, my brothers and sisters!
He went on to say that if elected, his team will prioritize initiatives aimed at beautifying and safeguarding the communities in West Kingstown. These initiatives, he said, will focus on improving public spaces to make them not only more visibly appealing, but also safer and more functional for residents.
I don't think a lot of the people appreciate the beauty of this valley that they loosely call Body Gutter. On the other side, we have some sheer drops of vertical rocks. And on top there, we have a lot of housing. There's nothing at all to stop kids playing in the yards from falling hundreds of feet to a death trap. As a minimum, we have to look at that because we care about people. Body Gutter, Lowman's Bay. As your representative and as a member of Dr. Friday's Parliament, I will be introducing a program in this community for beautification in a way that you have not seen. I'm going to encourage every household to have a nice kitchen garden, a flower garden, a vegetable garden. I'm going to make sure that the garbage truck comes in regularly so you don't have to be burning the plastic and stinking up the place.
In addition to infrastructure improvements, Cummins promised that under his leadership, proper waste management systems will be established in the area. He emphasized the importance of efficient garbage collection and the potential for waste to be repurposed.
To ensure that all of you who rear animals, including pigs and fowls, have the proper facility to treat the waste so it don't go directly into the stream that goes into the bay. Right where we are for this meeting tonight, you're picking up the unmistakable stench of a pig pen. My brothers and sisters, that doesn't have to happen. It is simple to build a septic tank that would take that waste and you can actually use it for good productive purpose from the gas that comes from it, or whatever form. Lots of things you can do. I want to see our people being empowered. I want your children, when they say they come from Lowman's Bay and Body Gutter, they must hold their head high and say this is the nicest community in this country. That is what we are aiming for.
Cummins urged residents to remain engaged and hold leaders accountable, reinforcing that effective governance begins with a clear commitment to community needs and transparency in the use of public funds. In other local news now, we hear that the SVG Teachers Association New York Inc. is celebrating its 42nd anniversary this year, marking over 4 decades of meaningful service and contributions to Vincentian society. During an interview today on WeFM, the association member Earl Cabot Bennett shared that the organization represents more than just a network of retired educators. It is a committed family united by shared purpose of public service and national development. In recognition of the milestone, Bennett announced that the association will host a panel discussion this Friday focused on present public issues currently facing the nation.
Ex-teachers, as Jackie said, is from some 40 years ago, and it is humanitarian in nature. So when they raise funds for humanitarian purposes. The monies do not stay with them. And they have been doing it for 42 years. And mind you, they're celebrating 40 years, but they have not done it for 42 years. But as you just indicated, last year there was a glitch, and unfortunately we had to cancel last year's activity. This year we are back, and after the person saying we are back with a bang, and we have decided to have a week of activity we always do. Just like I just told you, on Sunday we worship at the Methodist Church. We are going back to the Methodist community this Friday. This Friday at 7 p.m. we're going to have a panel discussion. And we realize just merely look at the topic, we'll understand when I talk about humanitarian. This organization possesses a golden heart. And the topic is, how does providing access to differently able contribute to the economic well-being of our society?
And President of the Association, Jackson Farrell, explained that this year's discussion will spotlight the economic inclusion of the differently abled community in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. He emphasized that promoting inclusivity and equal opportunity remains central to the association's mission.
So our discussion is definitely looking, how do we involve, and Carol will give you more details on it, how do we involve the differently able community into the economic lifeblood of St. Vincent and Grenadines. That's important because we're talking about, we're doing Kingston, we're talking about Annisville. So planning is important. If you plan with those persons in mind, we go at a Grey supermarket, now I'm giving them an ad, there's a sign up there for, disabled persons, so that word is being used. So we want to make sure that is incorporated. So come Christmas, and somebody wants to come to town, they don't have to be fearful if they're in a wheelchair. Because I also get stories from one of the members of the fundraising committee. She's a guy. And she's around when differently able people come here, they want to participate fully in the life of, the country.
Bennett also encouraged members of the public to attend and support the initiative, noting that awareness and engagement are essential to improving the lives of persons with disabilities.
Society, we need to see how to contribute to them. Because we as a whole have to understand, we have to embrace and do everything within our power to assist the differently abled. They are part of our society, and we must understand that we must make provisions for them. They should not come into town and can't get into an office. And this is something we are appealing to the powers that be. The private sector, public sector, whatever. On your agenda, on your plans going forward, make plans for the differently abled. They are our brothers, they are our sisters, they are our mothers, our grandfathers, our grandmothers, name it, our friends, our neighbors. So we need to embrace them.
As the SVG Teachers Association Inc. New York marks the 42nd years of service, it stands as a testament to the lasting impact of educators who continue to shape society long after leaving the classroom through advocacy, community outreach, and nation building. And the Ministry of Education, in collaboration with the National Independence Committee, is set to stage the National Schools Independence Rally on Thursday, October 23rd, 2025, beginning at 9 a.m. at the Victoria Park. A news release from the Ministry of Education said this year's rally is themed Cheers to 46, honoring our scholars, celebrating our nation, serving as a celebration marking the 46th anniversary of independence, while recognizing academic excellence across the nation. The event will showcase homegrown homegrown talent from primary and secondary schools, as well as the St. Vincent and Grenadines Community College, the SVGCC. A highlight of the rally will be the formal recognition of 82 SVGCC graduates who have achieved exceptional academic results in the 2025 CAPE and Associate Degree programs. Among these achievers, 19 students will be awarded national scholarships, each covering the cost of 5 years of study at the University of the West Indies. Additionally, 18 exhibition scholarships will be awarded, each covering 3 years at the UWI, and 43 bursaries valued at $25,000 per student for 3 years. 2 special awards will acknowledge outstanding academic accomplishments by students over the age of 21. This year's most outstanding national scholar, Cheryl Insanali, will receive the Prime Minister's Gold Medal along with $20,000 cash prize. In addition to the 5-year scholarship, Christian Jiwasing and Gianna Stapleton, who tied for second place, will each be awarded $10,000. Remarks will be delivered by Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Education, Michael Burke, and Minister of Education, Curtis King. The feature address will be delivered by Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves. The Ministry of Education says the National Schools Independence Rally promises to unite students from across St. Vincent and the Grenadines in a celebration of academic excellence and national pride.